Now, the third point is that the Canadian government has insisted from the very beginning of the arrest of the two Michaels that these two Michaels had nothing to do with intelligence or espionage. And I think for a while, the rest of the world, especially the Western world, seemed to be completely siding by the representations of the Canadian government. Now, it has been quite a few years after Meng Wanzhou came back to China and the two Michaels went back to Canada, and I'm very happy for the two Michaels. After all, they were in the Chinese system for about 1,000 days, and I hope they have thoroughly enjoyed their freedom back in Canada. And now the very important point, that is, the two Michaels are now at kind of a litigation against each other, and Mr. Spavor clearly insisted that he was misused by Mr. Kovrig for gathering intelligence for the Canadian government. Now, we do not need to go into every aspect of their representations against each other. Suffice it to say, now I think the rest of the world will be able to have the better version of the truth. And the truth, philosophically, is always an evolving thing. It's like an onion. It depends on how many peels you can peel off from the onion. Is that right?
Don't worry about the yellow stuff. That's just
For the female fans.
yeah, sure. Very good.
Yeah, this guy.
All right.
And thank you, Michael. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you, Michael.
Ganpei. Ganpei.
Michael Spavor is not a spy.
So we're here actually in a very, very interesting place.
That's true. Why don't you, Michael, introduce yourself and then introduce where we are?
Nice to meet you. I'm Michael Spavor. I live here in the Yanbian region. This area is special. They make a very unique kind of alcohol here. They mix like a bean paste in with alcohol, and they infuse it to make this very Chinese Korean product. The owner comes from, he's Chinese Korean, but he comes from another region, but he came here and he learned how to make this type of alcohol through, they invited North Koreans to come here, and they had the technology, but they didn't have the means to make it. And he did, so that was a collaboration, and then he developed this. So now he's become quite kind of famous in this region, and they're starting to export this product too.
Very good.
Now, Michael's actually a completely solid bloke, and we met him here, and he's been basically taking us around and showing us the interesting things, because he's definitely the man you want to talk to if you're interested in North Korea. He definitely knows a lot about it. Maybe you could just tell people what you do.
Well, for most of my life now, I've been facilitating kind of cultural exchange, sport exchange, and kind of facilitating business, doing research with the rest of the world and North Korea, or the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Yeah.